What's up, everybody? This is Peter for Sports Hot Rumors and Debates. How are you guys? I know I haven't made a video in a long time, but I've just been working a lot. So I wanted us to start making videos, but usually I talk about football and baseball, basketball, but I am a die-hard Memphis Grizzlies fan, right? And I absolutely want to talk about how this thing is going. First of all, for anybody who watches the NBA, or if you know anything about the NBA, right? Because you start watching idiots like Shannon Sharp and Skip Bayless who just do clickbait titles just to say anything. This guy riding LeBron and all that stuff. The NBA clearly wants LeBron, right? You know why? The money. Everybody talks about the Lakers. It's like the Dallas Cowboys, right? This is where the money's at. Everybody wants the Lakers to be in there. If you're looking at the schedule, you're looking at how Memphis plays on Sunday, and then all of a sudden they don't have another game, even though it's game 2, all the way until Wednesday. And then the next game after that is Saturday, right? So you're talking through, look at all these days in between. Take a guess why that is, right? You want to get LeBron, AD, all the rest as possible. You know that's exactly what's happening here. So not only is Memphis missing Ja Morant, they're missing Brandon Clark, and the most important piece is Steven Adams. And listen to me, if anybody watches basketball, I never miss a Grizzly game for the last 20-something years. Steven Adams is the most important part of this Grizzly team for this series, okay? Not only does he play defense, he's huge, he gets rebounds, and Anthony Davis would be shut down and this series would be over. But now, you got everyone talking about the Lakers and this is over and everything. But if Memphis had their guys, it's over, right? They can't guard it. If you looked at yesterday's game, Memphis beat the Lakers. Now, I want to be clear here. On the floor at points was David Roddy, Aldama, Conchar, and all guys who, I love. And these guys are great role players and they work really hard, right? And Roddy's a rookie. Aldama, this is his second year. And Conchar is just a bench guy. But these are guys who are playing up against the Lakers, who you got Hall of Famers playing there, veterans they just picked up. So the Lakers should be dominating them. But Memphis outplayed them. Tillman, if anybody knows, was playing center, but is 6'7". He's 6'7", playing against AD, okay? And he played like he was 7'5" yesterday. So this is what I'm trying to say. So Memphis right now, what they have to do to win, okay? Memphis has to steal a game in LA, obviously, right? But not just for number wise, they have to show that they can win on the road. They have to have that road warrior mentality, because we struggled all year on the road. So if you remember last year, Memphis lost game 1 to Minnesota. They won the next one. Then they were down, right? They were down to Minnesota, and then Ja got a big play, and they were starting doing things, and then they came back on Minnesota. So I think Ja is going to come back in this series. Memphis plays better without Ja, okay? But I want to be very clear why. The ball moves more, and they don't depend on one player doing it, so everybody has to move around, right? So that's a big key to this. However, when you're on the road, you need guys you need Ja, right? You need somebody to make that point, because role players play better at home. Everybody knows that. So Ja, we need him there. So we are a better team with Ja eventually. It's just that Ja has to learn that he doesn't have to do everything. The reason Tyus and the team play better is because they're relying on each other. Ja sometimes thinks he has to, rush, drive quickly, and then kick it out. But the ball moves so fast when everybody's touching the ball. So that's the only key, and they play better defense. But once Ja figures that out, he's unstoppable, right? Because, Ja, without question, is an incredible player. But what I honestly think is, I think the Memphis Grizzlies have to, I hope I'm wrong, but I think they're going to lose game 3. I think they're eventually going to get, blown out in game 3. But I feel like they can pull off game 4. And then if we tie that series, we are going to win, and we are going to go 7, and we are going to win. And that's the truth, because I think Memphis can beat them in 7. If the Lakers do win, because Ja doesn't come back and we just doesn't have it, how are they going to get hyped? You're getting really hyped because of all this shit. Meanwhile, you're playing these guys who barely have played before, and you're playing guys that you should have blown out them yesterday. And then people are talking about Dylan Brooks, but Dylan Brooks is everything that Draymond Green, that's yelling and screaming, and Draymond Green's worse, fighting with fans and doing all that stuff, but that's okay. Right? Dylan Brooks is doing what he has to do to get the team pumped up. He's doing what he has to do to get everything, because who's going to do it? Right? Who's going to be that guy? They need an energy guy. They need someone to show that they're not scared. What do you want to do? Shake LeBron's hand when he scores a point? What do you want him to do? Right? He's doing everything that he's supposed to do as a player, and then it's great. So what I need to see is I need to see the Memphis Grizzlies pull off one game on the road and fucking get this team out of here. And then all of a sudden, Memphis will be a dangerous team. I hope Ja comes back. But even if not, if it turns out to be that the Lakers do beat them, they're not really beating the Grizzlies. They're beating a Grizzly team that's doesn't have anybody, right? And they're not just missing a rope, they're missing everybody. That's like me telling the Lakers, okay, take out LeBron James, because with Ja, take out your superstar, then take out, since one of your biggest guys over there, take out maybe, let's say you can't take out AD because he's not the equivalent to Steven Adams, but he's damn close when it comes to boards because Steven Adams gets a bunch of rebounds and everything. And then maybe take out another good bench player. So maybe you take out guys like Schroeder, right? So you're talking about taking out really important pieces to a game. And the Lakers still, even if you took those guys out, still have all these veteran guys and still have a team that can play. And yet they still lost to Memphis. So, I don't want to hear all that talking shit. Let's go, Grizz.